Hi you guys, it's Tonya and I'm very excited to come today and share with you this little project that I created for my Teddyboo and for Pion Designs. Back in November I shared with you guys a paper stacks that Pion had sent to us as a collaborative group with my Teddyboo and Pion. And I was excited to think of something to use the both collections with, and this was just an outstanding project. It's a desktop calendar. It sits on top of your desk and it can be used for other purposes, and I'll share more with you on that later. I'm going to put a link to several things down in the description down in the bottom, so please make sure you check them out. I will put a link to Pion Designs so that you can get an idea of what their papers look like. I will stick a link in there for my Teddyboo so you can check out her chipboard pieces, and a link to my blog where I have a free giveaway I'm going to give you guys. I'll talk about that later on. So for my Teddyboo, what you get is the chipboard pieces. You'll get this is the hot air balloon collection, and you get the back panel to make mini albums. So you'll get a hot air balloon panel that has half the balloon cut out on the side, and then you also get a full cut of the balloon itself, and then you also get these little panels that help it to become a three-dimensional balloon. And I got the idea for popping these panels up from Whimsical Endeavors. So how I did it was I took the paper as I was cutting it out, and I made like a little valley in this section here. I didn't cut the center pieces out, and I was able to use that valley as a hinge to pop these up. I just glued it down, and then I glued a trim over the top of it so you wouldn't see it, and then there's trim back in the back side of the panel too, so that it gives it a little more stability so the structure doesn't fall apart. And then I trimmed it out with some Maya Road box pleated trim. Super cute trim. It's very, very thin, so it's not too bulky. Then the paper that I used from Pion was from the Studio of Memories collection, and it's the pink ornament paper. And then there's the catalog number for that. And it's Studio of Memories. And then I also used the rose paper from the same collection, Studio of Memories, and then there's the tagline for it. Oh, there's thumbnails on here of the paper collections too. I don't know if the camera will pick them up, but anyway, so what I decided to do was to make this into a little desktop calendar. And then these calendars I created in Photoshop, and the free gift that I talked about earlier is on my blog. I will put a PDF to these calendars so that you can download them and use them yourself as a free Happy New Year gift. And what I did was, when the calendars are propped up on an easel that has got a little ledge of about 1.5 inches, those were made from fun foam, the really thick fun foam, and then I just trimmed out around it with the Maya Road trim. I added a piece in the background of the Pion paper so that if the calendars were removed, the display was still very beautiful. You could also multi-purpose this tray so that you could add a photograph, or if you had a professional business, you could put this up at the top and put business cards on it as an easel. It's just gorgeous. Look at that. It's just breathtakingly beautiful with no calendar on it. Then I also wanted to accent the dogwoods that were printed in the paper collection, so I created these to kind of scatter around. And they are actually, I have a tutorial on my channel on how I created those. You can go check that out. I cut these out of mulberry paper, and then I just added some of the floral stamens in the center. Now these are the mini sizes, so there's 2 different sizes of the stamens, so make sure you check those out. And then I took some of the paper that was leftover scraps, and I cut out these cute little butterflies with the Martha Stewart punch to put around for interest. So anyway, then the back, because if this was sitting on your desk, you would definitely be able to see this from the back. So I used the paper collection again on the back to trim it out, so it gave a nice presentation. I used one of the Tim Holtz easels to prop it up, and it sits pretty stable there. Then I made this little pocket from leftovers of the paper, and I put all of the calendars in here. And the cool thing about the calendars is that they are so large. I think they're right at like almost 3 inches by 4 inches. They may be a little shy of 3 inches by 4 inches. You can print 6 to an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, but the back of these cards has plenty of room, like if you had a birthday or something in that month, that you could catalog it on the back of that card and use it for future reference. Also, if you decided to use this as a business card holder, you could definitely stick some extra business cards down here. You know, if you were putting this at a counter for a display or something, you could grab a few extras and put them there on the front. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you Pion Pion Designs for sending us the paper. It is so gorgeous, guys. So gorgeous. I was drooling the whole time I was looking at it, and I'm not exaggerating here. And thank you, Amy, from My Teddyboo for the chipboard cuts. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and please leave me comments.